Welcome to an Illustrator tutorial. This is on the tissue box that you see in front. I've built so many of these. So I'm going to move this one to the side. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to build this using, there's many ways to do it, but I'm going to use just shapes, linking shapes together. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a rectangle. Doesn't matter what size it is. I'm just going to keep it clear right now. Or non-filled. And then I'm going to use the direct select tool, which is the one that's white. It allows you to grab the nodes or the anchors. So I'm going to pull this corner down, keeping the line straight. And I'm going to follow with this one. I think that looks about right. Yeah, so I'm just sometimes you have to double click to select. If you grab on between them, you can actually pull a whole line, which can come in handy. But if you just click on one, you're just moving one. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab another rectangle, and this one I'm going to try to link to that side right there. Click on the direct select tool, because this angle is not right. We need to make it a 90-degree angle. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. I do need to have this line needs to be about the same as this line and about the same as this line. They should be straight up and down too in this case. Third square is really easy. Again, direct select tool. Click and grab. Put one here, 1 point here, put 1 point here, and then bring it down so that it kind of, again, these three lines are parallel. These three lines are parallel for the most part. And then the last thing is pretty easy. You grab a ellipse, stretch it out a little bit. Then I'm just going to click the selection tool so I can move it here to the center. That. Then I want to rotate it. So if I hover over the anchor point, you get a stretching. Whoops, sorry. You can kind of get that stretching. Whoops, that didn't work. You can get that stretching where you stretch it, make it smaller. But if you move away from it like this, it turns into a rotation tool. So just like that, any node a little bit farther out, it'll become a rotation. So just rotate it so it lines up. Maybe you want to move it around a little bit. Here we go. And then the last thing you can do is you can actually select it all and click on the Shape Builder tool that we've been using. And just make these individual shapes. And then there's in the same tool under the shape builder, there's one called the Live Paint Bucket. And this is just an easy way to fill things, the shapes you made, to fill them with different colors. So I'm going to click on that, and it opens up this tool. And you need to select the colors you want. So I'm going to do this one green. And if I click on, whatever I click on, it will turn green. Let's say I want to have a darker side on this, these like that. And then I want the whole to be black. Boom. There we go. And that's how you would, one way you could make that tissue box. I do notice that this is a little bit big for a tissue box. So I'm actually direct select tool. I'm going to click and I'm going to drag up. I'll make it more like a tissue box like this. So I'm going to click on this one. I'm just going to move it up, keeping it straight. Yeah, there we go. And then it might be good if this was your final one to go ahead and group the project or group it so that when you want to move it, it will move all as one piece. Okay? All right, thank you.